Dancing is everything. Soccer is the best.
But her moderate to severe eczema could make it hard for her.
Now I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within so they can have clearer skin and less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
See you at the CMAs.
Tomorrow, we're partying with country music's finest at the CMA Awards. The show airs tonight on ABC. Speaking of Carly, we leave you now with our exclusive interview. Take care, y'all.
It's a little bit of a loss for words.
And here was Carly this morning, finding out she won the first of 5 possible CMA Awards. Carly will perform 2 songs, including You're Drunk, Go Home with bestie Kelsey Ballerini and Kelly Clarkson. Kelly confessing this about her recording session.
I had to sing a song called You're Drunk, Go Home, inebriate.
Happening now.
Hot button issues like guns, abortion, and inflation, but was that enough to bring voters to the polls? And how does this midterm set the stage for the next election?
Wind, some rain, and much cooler air is on the way. Get ready for our next cold front. We'll time it out for you in just a bit.
With the temperatures expected to drop this weekend and energy prices on the rise, you need to make sure that your furnace is running smoothly. Coming up, we're going to show you some ways to save money. The News at 5 starts right now.
At First at 5, he says he doesn't remember it. Just part of our first reaction from Councilman Clayton Perry himself regarding his involvement in a hit-and-run crash Sunday night near his home.
KSAT broke the story on Monday night that Perry was a suspect in a hit-and-run investigation. A police report stating that an officer found Perry lying in his backyard moaning with a cut on his head and smelling of alcohol. He also told the officer that he had not been driving his car that night. Until now, he has been silent on the allegations and was a no-show at council today.
He was also replaced at a city Veterans Day event this afternoon, but at 3:40, he emailed reporters saying, quote, I was in a car crash on Sunday. I clearly hit my head and don't really remember it. The next morning, I went to the doctor and spent a day and a half at BAMC for treatment and observation. I'm very sorry for the hassle this is causing everyone, and I'm fully cooperating with everyone to resolve it properly, end quote. At this point, the councilman has not been charged with anything, but that investigation is ongoing.
One thing proved true about yesterday's election. Expectations were high, only to be dashed in the end. It was a case where political experts were wrong in their predictions for a high turnout.
KSAT's Camelia Juarez tells us how this midterm may be an early sign of what to expect in the future.
Bexar County election officials had high hopes, but the reality was less than exciting. Taking a look back in 2014, there was a 32% voter turnout. Then it jumped to nearly 50% in 2018. This midterm, a big drop. Voter turnout was only 44% this cycle. Elections administrators Jackie Callanan says there was an 11% increase in registered voters, which could have had a negative impact on the actual voting numbers.
I don't think they showed up. So that percentage dropped, the turnout percentage, because our rolls grew so much with the fantastic growth here in Bexar County.
The vote count was higher. For example, in 2018, 540,000 votes were cast. This year, there were 11,000 more. But when you take into account the higher number of registered voters this go around, that's still low.
It did not match 2018. We've been saying that all along. It came in a little under 2018. But the percentages made a difference.
Across the state, it was a similar picture. 17 million people were registered to vote in Texas, but only 8 million people voted. That's less than half. Political expert Scott Braddock blames lack of interest. There was not even one Texas Senate race that could control the chamber. But also, he fears the country's tense political atmosphere could have been a turnoff for Texas voters.
A normal human reaction is to see something disgusted and something that's disgusting and be turned off by it and not want anything to do with it.
Callanan says the election is not over until next Tuesday. That's when mail-in ballots are counted. and approved by commissioners. Camalia Juarez, KSAT 12 News.
Nearly 9 years after the fatal shooting of an Incarnate Word student, family and the university have officially settled a wrongful death lawsuit. Senior Cameron Reedus was shot multiple times outside of his off-campus apartment by UIW Corporal Police Officer Christopher Carter in December of 2013 after Carter attempted to pull over Reedus. The death of the popular student divided the school community. About the vetting and training of the school's police officers. Carter resigned from the university a year later, was cleared of criminal wrongdoing by a Bexar County grand jury the following spring. In a statement, an attorney for the family of Reedus said the settlement terms are confidential, but through it, Reedus's parents will be able to honor the memory of their son.
Fire not once but twice this morning. We're told the initial fire happened around 8 o'clock last night. The flames were on the back side of the house. Firefighters were able to knock out that fire pretty quickly, but just after 3 this morning, crews got called back to the same house. This time the fire was in the front part of the home. That house a total loss. Firefighters are calling both fires suspicious.
Another fire West Side apartment also being investigated at this hour. Firefighters called out to the Songbird Apartments off Callahan and Fredericksburg just before 10 last night. Crews were able to put out the flames quickly. No one hurt, but the fire did leave at least one person without a home.
It was a big celebration as administrators for a local school broke ground for a new campus. KIPP Texas Public Schools officially opening another campus off of Callahan Road. This groundbreaking ceremony for KIPP Somos Primary and KIPP Somos Collegiate Campus held this morning. Once they are built, the new facilities will accommodate 2,000 students.
We are so excited that students will have their opportunity to continue to prepare for college and beyond. And it's our focus to make sure that all of our students get the very best education, and so they can contend with the gatekeepers of social mobility and do anything they want.
Administrators say the new school is slated to open and welcome students in August of next year.
Georgia's Senate race now heading to a runoff, which, depending on the results of a couple of other close races, could determine which party controls the U.S. Senate.
As ABC's Emwin explains why the battle over Democrats or Republicans will control Congress is still up in the air.
For the second straight election cycle, the hotly contested Georgia Senate race is heading into overtime with the Senate majority potentially on the line.
There will be a runoff. We can look at the outstanding vote totals, and neither one would be over 50%.
Now, Democratic incumbent Senator Raphael Warnock and Republican candidate Herschel Walker will face off again on December 6th.
Keep the faith and keep looking up. Just hang in there a little bit longer.
In the battleground state of Wisconsin, ABC News is projecting incumbent Republican Ron Johnson will defeat Democrat Mandela Barnes. But despite that and other losses, Democrats still defied history by not losing large numbers of congressional seats during the midterms when their party controls the White House, House, and Senate. In Pennsylvania, Democrats clinched a victory with Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman beating his Republican challenger Dr. Mehmet Oz. Oz, who is backed by former President Trump, conceding to Fetterman this morning.
Yeah, I think it was a really bad night for Donald Trump. I think Biden actually had a really bolstering night.
Sources telling ABC News former President Trump was fuming as the results came in, especially after his political rival, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, easily won re-election. At the White House, President Biden celebrating the Democrats' good night.
While the press and the pundits are predicting a giant red wave, it didn't happen. The Democrats had a strong night, and we lost fewer seats in the House of Representatives than any Democratic president's first midterm election in the last 40 years.
At least 14 of Trump's hand-picked candidates are projected to lose their election bid, according to ABC's count. Analysts say it was a good night for President Biden and Democrats, despite Biden's approval ratings being underwater. Emwin, ABC News on Capitol Hill.
Folks in Florida are used to hurricane threats, but not one this late. Now Tropical Storm Nicole is headed there, and it could become a Category 1 hurricane. High winds and strong waves already hitting Florida's coast. Emergency managers have ordered evacuations, and some schools have already closed. Right now, the biggest concern is flooding, Storm surges could get as high as 5 feet high, though. This storm comes as many residents are still trying to rebuild after Hurricane Ian hit just a few weeks ago there.
A viral video shows a student at the University of Kentucky yelling racist remarks at a black female student worker and attacking her. 22-year-old Sophia Rossing arrested for attacking Kyla Spring. Rossing's attorney says she's withdrawing from the school. She now faces 2 counts of assault as well as disorderly conduct and public intoxication. Meanwhile, a march was held for Spring today. Hundreds of students stood by her, standing up against racism and discrimination.
Sending holiday wishes and comforts home to service members who are deployed. That's the current mission of Soldiers Angels, the local nonprofit Soldiers Angels, hosting its holiday stockings for heroes today. Volunteers and staff stuffing stockings with candy, puzzles, books, snacks.
I'm Myra Arthur with a look at what's ahead today on the news at 6 o'clock. It's been exactly 1 month since a mother lost her daughter in a wrong-way crash. And that mom is now teaming up with the Texas Department of Transportation in an effort to save someone else from going through that heartache. We'll explain. Plus, some were expecting a red wave among Latino voters in South Texas last night. That's not what happened.
The message is very clear. The Latino vote is up for grabs.
Coming up today at 6, Latino leaders say it should serve as a message to both political parties. And it's been a record-setting stretch for the Alamo Dome, but the facility is looking for bigger and better events next year. RJ Marquez tells us about a few new rounds of renovations for the Dome as it gets set to turn 30 years old next year. 30 years. All that and more today on the news at 6.
Doesn't look a day over 29, Myra.
Seems like yesterday. With energy costs on the rise, you can expect
as a Cat 1 hurricane. So late season hurricane affecting the Florida peninsula. Otherwise, we're watching this big dip in the upper level flow over the western U.S. Same one we've been talking about. You see the blue on the radar? Indicates high elevation snow with it. So another round of snow for the Rockies. This is going to help swing a cold front through our neck of the woods, and that's really going to be affecting us on Friday. So let's fast forward to Friday on our Futurecast, 7 a.m. Low clouds, a little bit of dampness here and there, but the real rain off in the Edwards Plateau. We get to 9 a.m., it starts to move into the hill country, and then a little closer to the noon hour is when we're expecting our rain chances to rise here around San Antonio and surrounding communities as well. And then likely just some scattered, widely separated activity for the rest of the afternoon and evening on Friday. So that's our next good chance of rain. Could get a quick half an inch in several locations, so cross your fingers for your neighborhood. Look at our temperature trend, though, with this cold front. We go from 82 tomorrow afternoon to 58 Friday afternoon, temperatures falling off through the day, and that cooler air sticks around. High temperatures right around 60, give or take a few, this weekend and even lingering into next week. So here's the overall pattern. We talked about that big dip in the upper level flow over the western U.S. that pulls that cooler air southward, indicated by these blue colors on the map. Of course, conversely, as we all know, the big blue H has warmer temperatures. That's over the southeastern U.S. Well, the upper level trough, that's going to win out. And you look at the temperatures behind it, real deal cooler air. I mean, Wyoming, Casper, 24, 5 degrees in northern Montana, and that cooler air is pushing southward, and it's going to clip us. So tomorrow morning, anticipate upper 60s. Yeah, more of the same again to start the day tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, we get back into the 80s, about low to mid 80s around town. We'll say 82 degrees. South side about 84, Poteet 85. Bulverde, Bernie, 80 degrees. Low gray clouds in the morning, a few sprinkles, then sunshine into the afternoon, and very sticky with noticeable humidity. Let's time out your Friday, though. Friday cold front. The morning, you'll wake up, go to work, go to school, the bus stop, 9 a.m., 70s. Actually mild, warm, humid, cloudy, a few sprinkles. By the noon hour, the wind really picks up, scattered showers develop, and by the evening, you'll want the jacket. Friday, 5 o'clock, even 4 o'clock, we're talking 50s for temperatures, wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour, and scattered showers. So Friday evening football, I guess you could say this is real football weather, right? Real fall-like football weather. And then Saturday this weekend, mornings in the 40s, afternoons near 60, and still breezy, by the way, into Saturday.
Thank you, Adam.
All right, so the Spurs are in a losing streak, and they're in a tough part of their schedule, too. It does not get any easier tonight, Greg.
Yeah, even though it is at home, another tough opponent tonight in Memphis. They're trying to snap out of a 4-game losing streak. It will take the Spurs, but they will not be at full strength. I was going to say it'd take all the Spurs, but they're missing a player tonight. We'll tell you why when we come back. And also, this episode 1 of the Spurs docu-series is revealed today, celebrating 50 years. Coming up. Everybody, welcome live to the AT&T Center tonight, where the Spurs' difficult homestand continues when they play host to the Memphis Grizzlies. That's because the Spurs are coming off a 115-109 loss to the Denver Nuggets. They're second in a row to Denver after getting blown out on Saturday night in the Mile High City, 126-101. Now they'll try and snap out of their 4-game losing streak against the Grizzlies, but they'll have to do so with a shorthanded lineup again tonight. Zach Collins is out probably for the next month, if not longer, after an MRI revealed a non-displaced fracture of the fibula in his left leg. That's after he suffered the injury in the game against the Clippers last Friday.
It's tough. It's tough on him. It's tough on us as a team. He seems really positive, though, so I think he's taking it well, and he's already on his way, getting back, recovering and stuff. So hopefully, we'll get him back sooner rather than later, because we definitely need him.
All right, the tip time tonight is back to its normal time. That'll be 7 o'clock. Highlights for you tonight on the Night Beats.
I just want to ask you a question. I've been waiting 11 years for this, and some of y'all been waiting longer. But did the Saints, one of your Spurs, win the championship?
Awesome moment. Today is a special day. It marks the release of the first of the Spurs' 50-part docu-series as part of the team's 50th anniversary celebration this season. And as you can see, episode 1 chronicles the first ever Spurs NBA championship in 1999. You can view this episode starting today on the Spurs YouTube channel.
Pro football coverage powered by Davis Law Firm.
What a giant week for the Dallas Cowboys as they prepare for their first ever trip to Lambeau Field since 2016 to take on the Green Bay Packers. The Cowboys go into this game as 5-point favorites, coming off a bye week with a 6-2 record, while the Packers are struggling after dropping their 5th straight game after falling to the Lions 15-9 to drop to 3-6. It has been well documented. This is Mike McCarthy's first trip back to Green Bay as a Cowboys head coach after he was with the Packers for 13 seasons, a Super Bowl title in 2010. In fact, he still has a street named after him in Green Bay. What do the players think about that?
Thanks so much for watching the News at 5 with us.
World News up next. See you back here at 6.